Hello, welcome back to SummoNerds. I'm Evan.
And I'm Matt.
Today we've got a fun one for you. We've got, I've got a Rebel build going with Chewbacca, Millenium Falcon, Chewbacca, and a B-Wing, which I believe is Kian Farlander, and a Green Squadron pilot.
Yep.
And Nightwing.
And I've got a fun one as well. I have Han Solo. Oh wait, no, I've got.
Oh, you don't have Han Solo either.
Soontir Fell. This is just some aces coming out here. So this is Soontir Fell, Vader, and just an Omicron pilot.
A little Palp shuttle.
Yeah.
A little
with
Palp shuttle.
Palpatine in there. He's just sitting in some chair and
telling
getting
people
extra
what
dice.
to do. Exactly. Yeah. Using the Force, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's it's a pretty simple build, kind of out of Matt, just a kind of a Palp Aces build with Vader and Soontir, which is build that I think you really like at this point, right?
Oh yeah, I do really enjoy the Palp Aces build. It's just a lot of fun to fly those ships, and they have a nice damage output. It's just fun on both sides. Yeah,
and I really like what I've got here is on the Green Squadron pilot. I've got him with, I believe, adaptability, and then I've got the prototype pilot, or the test pilot, or whatever the title on him, which lets me have another elite upgrade, and then that I put intimidation on him. And so the entire role of that A-Wing is to fly in and be the first one to move every turn, so he can't get bumped, to fly in and cause a bump, and then lower the agility on whatever he's bumping.
Yep.
And so I actually went for the initiative in this game. I don't know what I was really thinking, but I went for I wanted the initiative. I wanted to get the initiative in this matchup so that I would move first. But I think the smarter play could have been, because I believe I have VI on Kian. I'm pretty sure I have Veteran Instincts on Kian, so he's a 9, if I remember correctly here. And if that's the case, I probably should have... Yeah, I'm almost positive that's what I did. If that's the case, what I should have done was given Matt the initiative, because if Matt had the initiative, then Kian would have moved last, and I wouldn't have had to deal so much with those pesky aces. Yeah, wouldn't have been as scared of them.
That's true, but he does, in this case, potentially get the first attack over Soontir and Vader. Right?
That's nice, but the thing about the B-Wing is the B-Wing can take a couple punches from those two because of all his shields, but keeping you in arc is not easy, especially with the B-Wing's maneuver dial. It's real limited, and
definitely true. Yeah,
I think I have in Kian. It's all in the description. What I have. I should have pulled that up before we started and given it a brief overview. That was dumb. But I'm pretty sure I've got on Kian the E2 upgrade, allowing me to have a crew member and Kyle Katarn, because that's kind of my favorite thing to do with Kian. And I don't believe I have any torps on him. But in any case, setting up, ready to go. Matt's got, he's doing kind of a little... We actually didn't look up the fortressing, exactly how to fortress effectively when we first started the game. We didn't understand how to put things in the corner, or put things so that their corner was touching the outside, and then you're allowed to put a large base ship at any angle relative to the side. So Matt's doing kind of a pseudo fortress.
Right, yeah, exactly. But I have also seen this done where the shuttle is just turned on its side, and I thought it was... I understood the concept of fortressing, but didn't understand how you could pull it off, and we didn't know about corners going like outside the board and whatnot, and so I just didn't want to mess with it. So I just did something that was similar and like still effective. So it was...
These asteroids, the way they're set up, really benefit the small ships and make it real hard for the big ships. Just how they happen to in formation there. The big ships, as long as they stay in this kind of our side of the board towards the camera, they'll be all right. But if they need to venture anywhere near those middle 3 asteroids, there's a big problem, because the spacing there is very narrow. It's almost exactly the width of a ship. So that's quite difficult.
And I think I'm pretty sure I got ahead of Vader on the move there. So
trying to bump and did not bump.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that was just good old misplay. So it was,
What's great about that is I'm pretty sure Vader is going to do like a 1 forward or something and bump right into this
Vader
thing.
probably just bump right back. So that's kind of a funny fortressing failure there. But yeah, and I think Vader in this game is running Predator. He has Predator on his ship, so he gets the extra, and of course the advanced targeting computer, which we now have.
Yes, that's big for Vader. That really helps him out, especially with the Palp shuttle.
Yeah. So, but the way I have it, I don't have the engine upgrade on him, so he's not quite the same as Soontir fell in terms of movement and whatnot.
Yeah. Do you have a stealth device on him?
Yeah, he's got both of them have stealth devices.
Yeah. Yeah, there goes Vader. Bump.
Yeah.
And then what I was doing with movement here briefly was I was coming up with this A-wing kind of through the rocks because I knew his guys, the way he had his shuttle turned, are not going to be able to address the corner of the board, his bottom left corner there, as quickly, and they will have to kind of turn towards the middle of the board briefly, or at least his shuttle will, and I assumed his smaller ships would follow. And so I was running in with the A-wing to meet them head on because the A-wing's got all that speed. I might get a bump out of that. And the other guys, I'm rushing in as fast as I can to swing around the other side to maybe pincer. Yeah. But I didn't love having to stress out Kian, but the B-wings are slow, and I couldn't afford to waste too much time. So here goes the A-wing. I don't want to overshoot this.
That's a wing.
That's
right?
a wing,
right?
So I went in with the smallest forward that an A-wing can do, which is 2, which I didn't really want to do. I wanted to go in a little bit faster, but I didn't want the A-wing to get caught at range 1 or 2 of Soontir if Soontir came in sort of aggressive.
Right.
But this might make it hard on next turn, depending on how far Soontir comes in.
So I did bump Soontir there intentionally with the shuttle. So yeah, didn't move there, and
That's
trying
good.
trying to get the shuttle in the action here also while keeping him as far away as possible, just so I get that extra attack in on this big first encounter.
And I'm trying right now. I left Kian stressed. The reason I did that was so that I could use his stress in the attack. I was trying to get him stressed before reaching Matt's guys, but I wish that I had stressed him maybe on this movement instead of the previous one. I wasn't sure about what the order would be most effective, but here's coming in.
We're still very mediocre at taking things off and moving back. That was actually a good example, but
not bumping bases, knocking them out of place. That's definitely something that happens to us a lot.
Yeah.
So forgive us for our sins. They are grievous. Vader also went ahead and targeted the Falcon, which is a little bit scary.
Yep. Han Solo, right?
No, Matt. Han's not on that ship.
All right, he's
I
on
said
my team.
Chewie. I did say Han. You're right. I made a mistake. I make all the mistakes.
Sorry, Han. I'm home.
Oh, no.
Jeez.
All right, so my A-wing is definitely in range of Soontir, but I don't think he's quite in range of Vader. And I think I put it was either a focus or an evade, but I think it was an evade on the A-wing because I really just wanted to make sure he didn't take any hits this turn if possible. So we also made this is I think the last game where we really screwed up the camera angle and you can't see the end of the board. There's about maybe a 2 maneuver section of the board that's just completely missing because of the camera angle. We were trying to fix it so that we didn't miss ships like in the IG that were over top more as opposed to kind of to the side, so that we don't cut off ships like we did in the game with the Brobots. But when we got up above it, we didn't realize that it wasn't covering the entire. We weren't far enough away from the board.
Yeah.
So we'll fix that in future videos, but that's just something to note. So Chewie just went. I think lost all his shields.
Yeah, that was a good solid hit there. I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure Chewie just lost every shield. And I don't know that Kian is close enough to take this shot on Vader. Yes. We're about to find out.
Yeah, so my advanced targeting computer shot doesn't really matter against Chewie. It's just another hit, basically.
Yes. Yeah. Trying to see here if is Kian going to roll.
There's a wing in front of Soontir fell. It's going to shoot at some point.
It'll be one of the last shots. Oh, yep, I guess that was maybe Kian taking a shot on Vader with 5 dice. No, that was Chewie. Okay, that makes sense. Kian wasn't quite close enough. And that A-Wing is going to take a shot. Yeah, I think Soontir just rolled like 4 evades or something, natural evades.
What a pitiful attempt.
The Force is strong with Matt's team and not with mine, because Chewie doesn't have the Force.
Neither does Kian.
No. I don't know enough about Kian from the lore. Maybe he does.
I don't either. I just kind of guessed. Like I really hope I was right.
But here we go. We're going in for the next round. So I'm down 5 shields on the Falc, and that's all. That's all that happened that turn. That was rough for me. I knew the opening engagement wasn't going to favor me if I didn't get to range 2, and I did not. But I also didn't want to get the Falcon in range of his shuttle that turn, because if I was taking 3 shots with effectively 3 attack, that was going to be really rough.
Yep. So now here's the issue is I don't know where I want to move Soontir because the Falcon can cover so much of that middle ground that it's just tough to know where exactly I want to fly to do anything.
Yep.
And I certainly don't want to barely miss the Falcon.
No.
And I don't really want to hit it either because I won't get an action and then the other guys can just shoot at me.
So my goal here with the A-Wing was get a bump on something. Yeah. I was hoping to move forward and then boost, which you can see here, but I didn't calculate it correctly. I should have gone a 3 if I was going to boost, but I went 4. I actually was considering going 5 forwards initially and then thought, nope, I'll do 4 and boost. But what I should have done was gone 3 and boost because I wasn't calculating the length of my ship as being in the whole thing.
Yep, here I go. I'm definitely going to clear that. No, just
all right, we're going to do the little railroad tracks here. We're going to see if this... We're going to try this. This is, I think, our first attempt that we ever did this because we found out about that rule. I think that...
I don't know what happened there. Was it too hot? Like, I think I burned my hand trying to grab my ship.
No, we're just moving Vader a little bit. Don't worry. Vader's getting a little nudge.
I didn't like the spot he was in. So, no, just give him a little push.
But yeah, because I didn't get that boost off, the A-Wing's a little bit off center from where I wanted him to be. I wanted him to be closer to the middle here, but and he's now close to Chewie, which is a little scary. But it should be okay because thankfully I did not hit him with the Falcon.
Yeah.
So Falcon's going to sit behind the A-Wing and focus up, hopefully get a shot off of its flank, and then
flank stake.
Here we go. Kian's just doing a nice little 2 forward.
Yeah.
He cleared his stress on that one. Getting him a focus, which I don't know. You could say that's better than being stressed, but I'm not. It leads to let him focus and target lock in the same turn. That's nice. Getting ready for Vader. I thought Vader was going to come towards Kian was the idea, so I was readying for that.
So here comes, Soontir just did a 2 forward. Unfortunately, not going to do anything.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
That was the worst ship to bump. So.
Yep, bumping right into the A-Wing.
Yep.
So that wasn't because I had the A-Wing where I wanted, but it still worked out in my favor.
Yep, and then Vader is unfortunately going to miss Chewie, it looks like there in that arc. So
coming straight at Kian, which is what I was hoping.
Going to most likely switch targets here to Kian because I have to kind of in order to maximize my shot at him. What I should have probably done, no matter what with Soontir, was go 5 forward and then just tried to boost on out of there.
Yeah.
And just forget about this turn with him. But I mean, at least I get 4 dice on the Falcon.
That's true, and that's going to hurt because the Falcon don't get no shields, and it's also within range of that terrible shuttle.
And
there.
the shuttle is going to be annoying, and we do have Palpatine.
Yep.
So depending on how rolls go, obviously, I'd really like him on defense, but if my offense is good enough, who knows? Maybe.
Yeah. So here goes Matt. He's going to take shots on the Falcon. Nope. That's not what that is. You would have rolled 4. Did
That
you
looks
roll
like looks like you were rolling for something.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
did.
know.
Was it Kian? Because I have initiative, so I'm shooting with Kian at Soontir.
Right.
That was what that was. Shooting with Kian at Soontir. He did hit Soontir for 2. Yikes. Taking out his stealth device. It was just bad because Soontir didn't have any focus or evade, and so I just got like a decent roll there, and he didn't have any evades to be able to block. So got rid of the stealth device. Now he's rolling back at the Falcon. I believe that was a straight up evade. I think you only rolled 1 hit.
Yeah, I don't think I got anything out of that.
And so the Falcon just rolled an evade and got out.
Yeah.
Here's Vader. Vader Sauce taking a shot.
For the Predator.
Yep. He's taking a nice shot here at Kian. He's going to use that focus. Mm-hmm. And Kian will get out of 1, so he'll take 2 shields.
Yeah, so the reason I used the focus there was Kian already shot.
He'll only take 1 shield because you don't have the advanced targeting on him.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, you have it on the Falcon, so you couldn't get that extra.
I focused and evaded, so I didn't switch targets like I probably would normally have. I think that was just maybe a bit of a mistake.
You might have thought you could have hit the Falcon, yeah. Falcon just rolled 4 hits. I mean, with the focus, I spent the focus to get 4 hits on Soontir. There was just nothing you could do to get out of it.
Yeah. So I was gonna say did spend the focus with Vader just because I didn't feel like he was gonna get attacked that turn.
Yeah.
Soontir was gonna be focused, kind of out of necessity.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no reason not to maximize Vader's role.
Yeah. That was smart.
Which does leave me for a Palpatine attack on the Falcon here with my shuttle.
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, we bumped that right out of the way, so we're going to get... There we go. Hit and a focus, is that what that is? And did I evade my way out of that one too?
I don't know, because I would have changed 1 to a critical, I would have thought, so I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, you might have changed. You might have.
I mean, it doesn't matter against Chewie, but so maybe
you may have actually. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't really matter against Chewie. Mm-hmm. You may have actually just changed it to a hit overall because you knew I had the chance to evade it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because against Chewie, crits are the same thing as hits.
Yep.
Either that, or we actually just forgot to use Palp that turn.
I don't think so, though.
I doubt it. Yeah. I don't remember a game where you've forgotten to use Palp on a turn.
Yeah.
So here I go with the A-Wing. He's going to try to get a shot off on Vader if possible, but also he's hoping to bump the shuttle. Since the shuttle, I think, didn't do a 0 forward, it just did a bump last turn. So I'm hoping the shuttle does at least a 1 forward. If it does, I think I'm going to clip the corner and just give it a nice... Yeah, here we go.
Yep, that's definitely going to be a bump.
Hopefully just give it a nice 0 agility and then pummel it with Kian and the Falcon, maybe. But either way... Keeps the A-Wing safe for another turn because Vader's not likely to be in range of the A-Wing unless he does a K. There we go.
Yeah, so...
Yes. Look at that. Look at that, all that excellent stuff we just did. It wasn't smooth, but it wasn't...
It works. It works. That's
Boom.
Actually...
That's not terrible.
That's actually probably the best we've done is include that.
Now, we had to leave the maneuver things under it because we're not great at getting those out without disturbing everything.
Yeah, that's actually a good tip if anyone has one. How do you effectively
slide those all out without knocking everything up?
Yeah.
That was just... Yep, Falcon did a 4K because I was worried about turning it around back into the action, but also not hitting all those asteroids.
Yeah.
So that seemed like a fast way to get in the action next turn.
He was trying to turn around.
Trying to do a K.
Definitely can't.
Yep. I was trying to K around Vader was the idea, because if I could get a K right in front of Vader, then Vader would either bump me or, more likely, be right in my sights for next turn, because I was assuming Vader was going to K, which he did.
Yep.
So I was hoping to have them just facing each other, me with a stress, because if I had a nice big stress there we go. I could really do some damage to Vader at range 1 or 2.
Right, and this is unfortunate because, I mean, it's nice in one sense because I'm not going to get attacked back, but I can't switch targets again, so I still don't have my advanced targeting computer shot.
Yep. And Kian is fortunately still pointed right at that shuttle at range 1, so he's going to go ahead and take a shot. He's going to turn that focus into a hit with his stress. Giving him a focus because of Kyle. That helps maybe on the defense.
Mm-hmm.
I do really love that Kean with Kyle thing. That's just nice.
Mm-hmm.
It feels good. Use up your stress on the attack. Get it back for your defense, maybe.
Yep.
So here we go.
Kean is a fun B-wing.
He is a fun B-wing. He's my favorite B-wing for sure. I think he was in that that other package, not the initial B-wing. He was in the what are they called? The Rebel not veterans, Aces, Rebel Aces.
Bumblebee wings, is that what they were in?
Yes.
Okay.
I would actually love if there was a package with more than one B-wing in it. If there was just a package with more than one of any of the Rebel ships, that would be really convenient.
Yeah.
So Vader takes a shot on Kean, I believe. I'm pretty sure he does take out some of Kean's shields there. I think Kean's down to maybe one shield. No, Kean still got 3 shields. What did you shoot at? With Vadestein.
I don't know.
Maybe Vader.
Vader might have just missed.
Vader may have just missed since he only has 2 attack and Kean's got the ability to roll a evade. Yeah. So A-Wing's gonna maybe take a shot here on Vader. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, I think you're making lots of pointing motions because it was really obvious that Vader was in arc. I was thinking it wasn't obvious because I was thinking the line was maybe going to be the line was going to be right on Vader like we were showing there, but that just means he's mostly in my arc, not mostly out of the arc, which is where we would have had to check it.
Right, that's what we were talking about.
He was
exactly
mostly in arc. Yeah. I was thinking, but he's so close, but no, only like a corner of him's out of arc. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot at Vader with that. Man, I'm bummed that our dice are out of that. I'm sorry about that, guys. That is a bummer. But I don't think anything comes of it on Vader anyway. And you're correct if you were one of the few who mentioned that we did not draw the extra defense on Soontir, one of the few. No one's going to comment on that. But we didn't draw the extra damage. That's what I was thinking, on Soontir, because Matt didn't roll for defense on Soontir.
I would love to draw this defense.
Draw the defense, yeah, exactly.
That would have been great.
But, yeah, because Matt didn't actually roll for defense since I hit 4 with the Falcon. There was no way he could have lived. So we just took Soontir off, and we forgot to roll for the defense and draw the damage.
Yeah, it was too soon for Soontir.
Yeah, R.I.P. Soontir. You'll be missed. Not by me.
Yeah, no, well, you didn't miss him.
I was pretty happy.
You hit him.
I hit him with everything. Everything I had. So here we go for another round. Yeah, okay, Kean did take some hits on that turn. He took out another 2 shields off Kean, so he is now at 1 shield.
Oh, well,
that's what I seem to remember.
Well, now the game's over.
Now we're going to do
just bumped Kean a little with that.
Oh, no. We're going crazy.
This game has...
The A-Wing just bumps everyone. Just everyone. So the A-Wing's going to swing around Kean, hopefully bump Vader. That was my goal. And set himself up for maybe a K turn next turn to get back into this action because the A-Wings have that convenient 3K. Yeah. So that was my goal. I'm really hoping just to bump Vader and not let him get an easy shot on the Falcon, who's going to be coming back in here. And I think Vader's still got that target lock on the Falcon.
Yeah, he certainly does because he hasn't really gotten. He didn't switch the first time, then he didn't get an action last turn.
So here we go. We're still going to be bumping the A-Wing. No, B-Wing. Bumping the B-Wing this time.
Bump a doodle-doo.
Bumping the B-Wing.
Not the asteroid, interestingly.
Yeah, barely missed the asteroid, but B-Wing is right there. All right, so I was hoping to maybe K-turn the B-Wing here, so that is a bummer, and I knew this was a possibility. Actually, I knew this was a probable outcome, so I think I planned for it with the B-Wing, but we're about to find out. I didn't want Vader to be running down Kean's tailpipe, so...
oh, hey, Chewie.
Chewie's coming back in for another run. Hopefully blow up the Emperor. Just take them all out. It's unfortunate that I don't have great shot on the Emperor this turn. I think I might have wiped out his shields on that previous turn where Kean had to shoot him and Chewie was shooting at him there.
Yeah.
I think I took out all 5 shields, but I don't think I took out any of his hull. So, yep. Kean was going to K. Yep, so he just bumps.
Getting stressed
I did
again.
not apparently plan for that effectively like I thought I did. So
all right.
Vader
did definitely gonna clear that. No, he's not. He's bumping a wing out there.
That's excellent
some random
for me.
wing.
Oh, there we go. It didn't nudge everything a lot, but it did. There we go.
There, it fixed 100%.
10 out of 10. So yeah, the A-Wing did bump Vader though, and that's going to be great for Chewie. I was going to take a whole bunch of shots here on the Lambda shuttle, but now I'm not sure if that's the best play anymore. Mm-hmm. Vader's going to shoot at the Falcon and get a hit and a crit because of his targeting computer.
Yep. So
fortunately,
so something good came out of what I could hit there anyway. So
yeah.
I was able to get that extra.
But he doesn't have an evade or a focus, which is amazing for me. So I'd go ahead and I'm shuffling my damage deck real fast here. But putting the hit and the crit on Chewie, which is just going to be a hit and a hit because it's Chewie. I love Chewie. I don't want to fly Han if Chewie's an option. He's cheaper and has a cooler ability.
What's Han's ability again?
He can reroll all his dice.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's... I don't know. Chewie's is more of a passive ability.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might actually like Han's ability better.
I love the ability to not take criticals on a ship with 8 hull. Mm-hmm. That's just so cool. So here we go. Chewie's going to get 2 hits. He does not have the target lock. I believe Matt just palped out of that damage there to get 1 extra evade and get out of that entirely. So that was my chance on Vader, but that's all right. It was still the best chance I had all game to hit Vader. So Palp Shuttle's shooting back at the A-Wing.
Yep.
And the A-Wing...
I think it just evaded with the...
I think it might have had evade token maybe, or a focus token. Got out of that one. So here we go. Back for the next round. Chewie's at 6 hull. He is past his halfway mark. Right? So, yeah. He's past his halfway mark, so that's bad for me in points. Little do I know, right now, Matt is winning in points. I was thinking this entire time, we're nearing the end of the game, and I was thinking this entire time that I had oodles of time. I was thinking
noodles
if
of time.
The game ends right now, like Keegan's inexpensive. I've got all 3 ships left, right? Like half of the Falcon cannot be equivalent to Soontir. But in fact, no, I'm still winning.
Yeah,
I'm still winning.
You're still winning in points now. No. The idea here is that the time's running out, and I can actually just follow Kean.
That was I was thinking we were not even close, but I wasn't thinking about the Falcon being past halfway. That was what I was missing here. Mm-hmm. So Matt is going to chase down Kean with Vader, which is the obvious play either way. But I was just thinking about the fact that I have all 3 ships and Matt does not.
Yeah.
I can't K-turn with the B-Wing, which is pissing me off. I want to be able to do that so much right now. I'm hoping to maybe block Vader here. Depends on what Vader does. If he was going to do like a 2 forward, this might block him. But I didn't think he was probably going to do that. I thought he was going to turn left. I would love to do some kind of turn with Kean, but because he's stressed, I can't do a 3 bank, which is what I would probably prefer to do. And I can't do a 1 or a 2 forward to clear that. I can't even do a bank that'll clear it. So the only move I have really is this 3. This 3K. Not 3K, what am I talking about? 3 straight. A 3 straight is the only maneuver I have that is not red and will clear the shuttle. So that's what I do. Oh, but Matt does a 2 forward.
I did do a 2 forward. I think we might have been mixing up something here.
Yeah. Here we go. So that worked exactly as I was hoping with the Falcon anyway. It means the Falcon's not going to take egregious damage from Vader, and Kean might have actually got out of Vader's line of sight for now.
Right. Because I took a 0 with the shuttle. So
here we go, and that gives the A-Wing time to maybe shoot at. Let's see. Yeah, we're checking maybe the laser here. Vader does not have Kean in sight.
Yep, Vader can't hit anything this turn.
Yeah. Interestingly, P.S. There is a rule now: if you are touching something and you take a 0, you're still touching that thing.
Yeah.
So that was not a rule that was obviously stated until like a recent FAQ. But if you're touching something with the Lambda and then you take a 0 movement, you're still touching.
Okay, yeah, so it's the same thing though, right? I just get a stress and...
Yeah, but before you weren't, you could argue that you weren't touching it anymore technically. Maybe you could make that argument, but they clarified that recently. So it could make a difference for certain upgrades, I guess. It didn't for any of the things we were doing just now. But it's good for our viewers to know, because I didn't know it until I recently read that.
Yep.
I don't know when that was implemented exactly, but it was in the recent FAQ. So, A-Wing takes a shot on Vader. It doesn't get anything, I believe. It took a shot on the shuttle, I think, and didn't get anything.
Isn't the Falcon rolling on my...
Falcon...
This is me.
This is you rolling.
On the Falcon.
Okay, yeah. So the Falcon rolled on the Lambda, and then the A-Wing rolled on the Lambda. The A-Wing didn't get a hit. Falcon did get 2, I think, a hit and a crit. And then the Falcon's going to take some damage back here from that Lambda. Yikes, that was painful.
Yep.
3 hits, and I don't know if I rolled an evade or not. I missed that. So we're seeing what I'm drawing. Draw faster, Evan. All right. So
Vader's still going strong with 1 shield.
Yep. No, I think you got 2 shields because you still got your stealth device. The other shield
look at that.
Other shield just must be hidden kind of on your card somewhere. Because I don't think Vader's taken a hit yet, which is big because dealing with Vader would be too much for me right now. So really, if I want to kill something, I got to focus down this shuttle.
Yep.
Now that the shuttle is past half, I'm thinking to myself, I can lose anything and be fine.
Now Chewie is like what, 1 hit away or 2, 1 or 2 hits away.
1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm counting 5 damage cards there, so I think I'm 3 hits away.
Well, I thought I counted 3 before, and my attack did 3. Because that's my attack still out there.
I don't know if I missed putting the cards down as we were watching this, or if something else happened and I'm mistaken. If maybe there are more cards there and I just can't count them correctly.
Yeah, I think there
I might be at 6 damage right now.
In which case, if I can get if I can just get Vader in position for another attack, then I can definitely kill Chewie here.
And so the A-Wing is going to bump Chewie. I'm going to pull Chewie's little Falcon off the board there so that I can actually fit the A-Wing, and I'm just not going to deal with that for now. Here we go with Vader. Vader's going to try to clear... No, what am I talking about? Here we go with the shuttle. That was completely the wrong... Shuttle's going to try to clear everything to not bump.
And
it did, and that's probably good for the shuttle.
Yep.
The problem is it's going to take a long time for that shuttle to turn around, and it's probably not going to get another shot on anything until it turns all the way around. And that might be out of the game.
This is probably Bumpstein, right?
Yeah,
here.
and I was not thinking that the shuttle was going to make... This is the nice thing that the shuttle did. The shuttle bumped. I didn't think the shuttle would move that far forward.
Right.
And so Chewie is going to bump that shuttle, and he wasn't originally going to bump the shuttle, so now I'm trying to see if there's any way he can fit in between where the A-Wing now is and where the shuttle is. So as it turns out, he can't, and all that means is that Chewie is going to bump and be exactly where he is right now. He doesn't move at all, and I realize that that's going to hit the A-Wing, so I say no. Here we go. Take the A-Wing off too, just because I keep bumping it with my hand. I'm just going to leave those for now, just in case. There's an enormous mass of target locks coming from Vader.
Yeah, he's just stockpiling target locks everywhere, apparently.
So I'm going to clear this stress with Kian, because that's a big pain. I can't K-turn until I get rid of that stress. He does at least get a focus out of it. So pretty sure Vader's going to be flying and hitting him here this turn, but nothing I can do about that. The only good thing I've got going for me at this point with Kian and Vader is that when Kian is able to turn, here I'm going to barrel roll to try to get away from Vader a little bit more, while also getting into a better position for next turn's K turn here. The only thing I've really got going for me with Kian is that if Vader's going to swing around here and get a nice shot on Kian, potentially. But when they're actually facing each other, Kian will get the first shot. And so Vader, I don't think, has the ability to kill Kian before Kian has a shot on Vader, unless, because I've got a shield left, so unless your critical's a double damage, and you have to get all hits, and you don't, and I got an evade, so it's just a shield gone.
Yeah, so I think that was...
shield and critical, there we go, yeah.
I think that was a bit of an error, because I don't think I re-rolled those for the Predator, and I should have. I think I missed a couple Predator rolls this game, actually. So it's important to remember that you have those good things on your ships.
So that one die was kind of skewed, so I re-rolled it, because that's how we've done that in the past, and that was Chewie firing on the shuttle, not getting anything. We're seeing if the A-Wing can hit, and I believe we're going to say yes.
I think I blinded myself there, looking to see if...
Looking into the laser, and it's going to be at a range, I think... Oh, looks like a range 1. It doesn't matter, though, because it was all focuses and blanks. So that was just a bad turn for shooting. I rolled 7 dice and got 1 hit on the Lambda, and it was blocked by a single evade. Bumping with both the A-Wing and the Falcon was bad, because I got enough focuses I could have actually maybe blown up the Lambda shuttle at this point.
The
would have been close.
Falcon and the A-Wing look like they're taking a little nap next to each other.
It's been a long day for them. I mean, the Falcon whooped up on Soontir, and the A-Wing has easily been the MVP this game, getting all those intimidation bumps off. So, all right, here we go.
So they deserve to get some rest here.
Kian is getting his K-turn in, and I know Vader has to turn towards Kian. There's really no other way he can do this. Because he doesn't have an engine upgrade, he can't boost out of the way of this arc. There's just no way. So I know that Vader is in some way going to be facing Kian.
Which is fine with me.
Yeah.
For the most part here.
So the A-Wing is going to do his move there. You might be asking, well, why Kian moved first? My answer to you is that the critical he sustained was the one that reduces your pilot skill to 0. Before I started that sentence, I was going to say I don't know, but then I remembered mid-sentence and saved myself from looking like an idiot.
So this also means that Vader is just going to absolutely get to attack him first as well.
Yeah. So what I was saying before about there being no chance that Kian doesn't get a shot off was wrong because of that specific critical. The only other critical that really could have done this to me was the blinded pilot. But other than those 4 cards in the entire critical deck, I had the first shot on Vader here with stress and a target lock at range 1. So that was real big for me to not get this first shot off.
Here comes Predator. Here
comes the Predator roll.
Yeah.
Oh, 3 hits. And so there's just nothing I can do about that. Even with that evade, there goes Kian. I'm going to go ahead and pull him off, and I think forget to draw the damage for him as well. So this is the last turn, P.S. There's nothing after this, and I still think I've won. I think I've won right now, but with Kian gone, I haven't necessarily won. But the Falcon rolled hit crit on the shuttle, and if I remember correctly, and one of those was
one was a direct damage, which was what it needed to be in order to kill me, and that was the last turn.
This is the last turn, and I did not realize that was game winning until after the turn when Matt mentioned it.
Right, because I was pretty sure I was going to win that game.
In my head, I'd done the math and thought, surely I've won, because the Falcon is alive, and it's at half points worth a lot, and I don't know, I did this like kind of faulty math in my head and thought I was fine, but I think the whole thing was skewed because the A-Wing is worth nothing, and that means that Kian and the Falcon each must be worth a lot, and I've lost half the Falcon and an entire Kian. So one whole Kian and then half the Falcon. So that's bad for me, whereas half of the shuttle is only like 14 and a half points.
Because of Palpatine.
It's 14 and a half points, which is just not that much. So that's the end of the game. But I believe in this video, we're going to go ahead and show you the post-game Because if you're curious, I mean, like, Vader still has a decent shot here of winning. He's not been hit all game. He's got these decent upgrades on him, and all he's facing is a very wounded Chewie and yet untouched A-Wing.
Yep.
I believe yet untouched A-Wing. So, yeah, we're going to give you a little taste of the post-game here, and we'll see what happens. But before that, just wanted to, Matt played a great game, and that was nice of me to get that last little roll there on the Lambda.
Yep. And next time, definitely want the engine upgrade on Vader.
Yeah.
Taking off that stealth device.
Yeah.
So this was a bit ago. We've played a decent amount with these compositions.
We're a little behind on doing the audio for some of our games,
but definitely in the future, you'll see some better opening engagements from both sides and things, and it's
we're gonna do some key plays here first before the post game.
Yeah.
The opening engagement really set the tone for the whole game. This was the big move for me for winning, possibly, probably the biggest, because this is the turn where I knew Soontir had a few different possible moves. Vader goes ahead and locks on. Oh, yeah, no, this is before.
Yeah,
this is the turn before. I apologize.
Yeah.
Turn before, I did not get in great range for Chewie to come out of this unscathed. That was what I was going to mention here. Chewie needed to be in range of these other ships and to get that turn, that bank turn to get into position next turn, but where he happened to be right now put him at range 3 or 2. 3, I think, of both of Matt's heavy-hitting ships there, both of his aces. And there's no way Chewie's going to return fire and hit one of them with their stealth device at range 3.
Right.
But there's a pretty decent chance they're going to strip Chewie of some shields. All right. This was the turn I was thinking about. This is the turn that was the game-winning turn for me, probably. If there was a turn that was I could look to and say this is what did it. I knew the maneuvers that Soontir had at his disposal were few if he wanted to take a shot with him this turn. The only maneuver this doesn't cover that could have given Soontir a shot was, I think, a one-bank right. Was maybe, and I don't know, does Soontir have a one-bank right? Is that something he has?
He does not.
One hard.
He does not have a one bank.
So,
right.
Never mind. Yeah, so if you did a 2 of any variety, you were messed up.
Yeah.
If you did a 3 of any variety, you're probably still messed up. A 4 of 5 might have cleared the Falcon. A 5 might have cleared the Falcon.
I'm thinking a 5 would have, and then I'd have to probably boost and stuff out of the way. Still get potentially hit, but at least be in a better position for next turn.
Well, see, that was what I was really hoping for. That a 1, 2, 3, or 4 speed anything would have really messed you up and you probably would hit the A-wing with any of those. And so here we go. Going to hit the A-wing with that straight.
Yep.
Yeah, and that.
So that Soontir didn't get any actions
and was in range of my 2 highest attack powered ships, both with a focus, ready to go.
Yep.
I was actually hoping to shoot down Vader that turn, but I got more than I hoped for with Soontir, who just doesn't have the shields to be able to withstand a barrage like that. So then the dice on this turn were nice for me because I got some good hits. I was looking at Vader.
Yeah, I don't think I got good hits this turn either. I think that was
that was a big help for me. Yeah, because I think Soontir got like some bad hits on the Falcon. I think he got like 1 hit, and then I evaded it out of 4. And I think you had some focuses, but it didn't really matter because of where you were. So, yeah, Keegan getting his shot off here with 2 hits. That just oh no. And you had 2 eyeballs and a blank. So that would have been fine under any other circumstance. That would have been so fine. But not having the actions on Soontir is deadly.
That was ouch pants. And I don't know if I don't know what range that must have been range 2.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure I have Autothrusters on there too, which would have given me an automatic evade if it were range 3.
Yep. And there he goes.
Yep. Yeah.
Gosh.
Just down. Ouch.
So that was definitely big for me. This turn, this A-wing maneuver was again just like the A-wing was my MVP. He didn't get too many wounds on anything. Like he didn't actually hit and get damage to the hull or to to the shields of anything, but he did block and he gained action economy for me. He really messed up Matt's action economy because Matt's 2 aces are Soontir and Vader, who are all about the action economy.
Right.
And the A-Wing just messed up all of that very effectively. Messing up my K turn was a bummer, and Matt was very good to plow the Lambda shuttle right into Key in there. That was a good move. So man, there goes that A-Wing. Just doing what he does best, getting in everyone's business and using that intimidation. Vader's all scared of that Green Squadron pilot. Gives me a shot on him, even though I don't hit anything.
Yep.
At least Vader didn't.
Vader is scared, yeah.
This was another key move on Matt's part. Pushing that Lambda shuttle out there real fast was just not expected because the Lambda shuttle doesn't move that quick.
Yep. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the Falcon to bump me.
No, because it bumped the A-Wing instead, which actually was entirely accidental on my part because, again, I didn't think that Lambda shuttle was going to be there. I thought I'd have a real clear shot on it if I just did a 1 turn. But honestly, a 2 turn might have put me... I might have been in the right spot there. I might have cleared it because I only bump kind of your back corner here. It's possible if I just pushed myself forward more, it would have been able to go. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
2 or 3 turn might have been okay, but the 1 turn was not.
Yeah.
And then not having any focuser actions there, I couldn't shoot down the Lambda that turn, even though I got lots of dice. I didn't get any hits. And then
just needed the Lambda to survive here at the end.
That 0 pilot skill. That 1 critical just absolutely destroyed Kian in the moment where he might have been able to get a hit off on Vader. Wouldn't have destroyed Vader or anything, but it would have definitely made the game closer. Oh, goodness. And then...
Yep, I just needed to survive this. I was pretty confident.
I had a target lock and a focus on that, basically, is because I had this stress. Boom. Yep.
Yep, direct damage. That was a... Ouch.
Yeah. And then, A-Wing's going to take that little shot, but that doesn't really matter. All that really mattered was
pew,
that...
Pew.
Yeah. I just can't even believe that Chewie just pulled through for me right at the very end, blowing up the Emperor.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the little aftermath of the game. In case you were curious, we're going to kind of go through this a little bit quickly.
This is like after we do our math.
Yes. I did some bad math and almost lost. And then
this is after that.
Yeah, it's after that. So I'm going to run up here with my A-Wing, just try to keep on Vader's tail. I don't want to go too bananas with the A-Wing because I want to get Chewie up there too. If Vader takes them one at a time, I'm pretty sure that they're done for. But if Vader, especially because Vader can just target lock them separately and then take them one at a time, and that'd be bad. But if I get them both to attack Vader simultaneously, especially if the A-Wing bumps Vader and then Chewie gets a shot off on Vader, then there's a very decent chance that I can hurt Vader enough to at least take off his cloak. There's a stealth device, and if he takes off the stealth device, I'm in okay position here. So, don't get anything on that one. Got 2 hits, but he just got 2 evades. And here we go again. I'm running up with the Falcon as fast as I can, but it's just a lot of board to cover.
Yeah. So,
Matt's being smart by running into that corner.
Yep, so I just want to get Chewie out of there because I know he's really only 1 shot away.
Yeah.
One good shot from Vader can definitely knock Chewie out of the ballpark. And that's what we're hoping for. So it's just Vader and a wing out there.
I just absolutely love, not to interrupt, but the model of the Millennium Falcon. It's so cool to see.
Oh
out
yeah,
there.
no, I completely agree. So I have to kind of K there because was
where'd Vader go? Matt pulled a
he
magic
activated
trick.
his stealth device.
Yes. Matt's an amateur magician. And, gonna take a shot. Range 3 shot on this A-Wing here.
Look at these things magically appearing on the...
Yeah, we're sorry that the Vader's out of the shot. That's just unfortunate. But
I think I got some hits there.
Maybe, but I rolled at least 2.
I know, but it looked like they were it was blank city.
I think I got at least 2 evades.
Oh,
Oh, there we go. And I rolled a bajillion. No, you rolled a bajillion there back. Yeah, I think we both just missed each other.
Yeah.
I actually don't know if you still have a target lock on any of my ships because you just K'd, and I don't think you had a target lock on them before because you were target locking Kian.
Yeah.
So I actually don't think you have a target lock yet on anything, which means your attacks are literally just 2 dice, which is not too hard to take with what we've got.
I just thought it looked like you rolled like all blanks or something.
Well, the video doesn't lie, but I don't know what it said.
Yeah, I don't think it was anymore because I don't think there was any adjusting going on in terms of damage.
So that. By the way, I believe that Green Squadron pilot is. He's also got the chart and refit, so he's. I think only 19 points total, which is crazy. That is such a bargain for that ship. 19 points for him and all of his upgrades. I used the adaptability PS early in the game. I mentioned he had it. I used it to lower his pilot skill so that he was he was at the same level as the Lambda. What I'm thinking I should have done maybe in retrospect is raised it and then taken initiative or given Matt initiative, but didn't really end up mattering. Then he still would have shot before the Lambda, but I also would have been able to move around a little bit better for taking out the aces.
Yeah, so
I'm going for the block. Oh my gosh.
Yep. So Vader now gets his actions.
Yep.
One's probably going to be a target lock on the Falcon, hopefully, if I have any sense. And then the other one probably a focus or something.
Yep.
Yep.
Switch those around there.
Yeah.
Falcon's not target locking you, but then we're bumping
Vader. There we go.
There
Back to good as new.
So Vader's taking a great shot here on the Falcon. I took an evade. Interesting.
We're barrel roll, I guess, to avoid
the A-wing shot.
A-wing shot.
It was a range 1 A-wing shot, so I could have just got lucky, and that would have been bad.
Yeah. So I should have.
1 hit and 1 miss.
I also didn't roll for the Predator there.
No, that was bad.
So yeah, that could have made
Falcon takes
that
1
could have made
hit.
all the difference.
I think Falcon takes exactly 1 hit, and I think that was exactly the limit there. I think I had 2 hits left, if I remember correctly.
2 hits left. I should have re-rolled for the dang Predator.
Here goes Falcon on a nothing. There we go. 3 hits on a nothing Vader.
I think that
takes
was like
a hit, losing the stealth device.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yep, stealth device is gone. Oh, so that just would have been. Oh man, if I just re-rolled the Predator there, 50-50 chance of just killing Chewie.
I know. And if the A-wing, if I just moved that 1 speed faster, or 1 speed farther, I would have maybe blocked Vader. And if I'd blocked Vader, that would have been huge, but I just missed where I should have gone there. I wasn't sure if the K would knock me off the board, so I just did a quick turn there. I turned and boosted to get me more than 90 degrees from my last position.
Yep.
I'm hoping to bump Vader here with Chewie. And if not, then I'm hoping Vader will just assume I went the other way, away from those asteroids, and that he'll be behind me and not able to get a shot. Those are my hopes, because otherwise Chewie's just dead.
So, I did something weird there. Oh, no, I K'd.
You K'd.
So.
And you cleared, which was unfortunate. I was actually thinking you might K, and that's why I was hoping you'd bump, but you barely cleared it. So,
So, I K'd there, so this should definitely be the end of Chewie.
Since you have that target lock, that's probably game for Chewie. Yep. Boom.
Right.
Goodbye, Chewie, my furry friend. So now it really comes down to Vader with 1 shield, 3 hull, to Green Squadron pilot with everything.
Yeah.
That's where we're at this point. Vader's a little bit stressed, but not for long, probably. That action economy on Vader and the advanced targeting computer makes this not a great position for this poor little A-Wing. I am going to just continue my little turning spree here. trying to get him around as fast as possible to be able to deal with Vader. I'm hoping that Vader moves forward just enough to clear his stress and gets within my arc, but I believe he's going to clear out of my arc with this. Yep. Pretty sure that's out of arc for me. So, and gives you, he's going to barrel roll just in case. It's not a terrible play if you're not sure.
Right. The only scary part
target lock
here is and then the target lock, of course, for my second action since that was going on. Only scary thing here is Vader is very limited now in how he can move because he's close to the edge of the board.
Here we go. A-Wing, just getting a quick move here. Now I'm trying to figure out what's the action going to be. Focus. I've got most of that corner of the board in range, so Vader takes his, there's just not a lot you can do there. And since you don't have engine upgrade, you're not able to really boost out of the way of anything. So I figure I've got a free shot here on Vader, target lock and focus. As good as it's going to get for me, so might as well take my shots. And here we go.
So I need to take my actions here, is what I need to do. I don't know.
It's got to probably be focus evade because I don't think you can barrel roll away from me.
Right.
You
or
can
barrel roll into you maybe to get a shot. I don't know. Tough to say from there.
It's real hard to say.
But I think I focused and evaded. Is what I did.
Which I think was the correct move. Little token party. Get out of that. So I just got a hit out of that, and I could re-roll, but I don't because I just didn't think it was because it was range 2 barely. That's what it was. It was barely a range 2. I'm saving that target lock for when I'm at range 1 because that's going to be my shot on Vader. Is if I have 3 hits, that's my only real shot. So I think I rolled 1 hit, 2 blanks or something like that, but I need a target lock focus range 1 move, and I can't do that if I've got no target lock. So I'm just leaving that alone. Here I go. And I think I know where Vader's going to go. I think he's going to go for the corner of the board K turn, if I remember correctly. That's what I'm just assuming at the time, but here we go. And I don't think he's just going to do a little turn here. I think he's going to go a full K. That was where I assumed he was going to go, and it turns out that is his move. So I've got a target lock. I don't have the focus, sadly, but I do have the target lock, and I am at range 1. He's stressed, and I don't know if he can actually hit me from where he is.
It's impossible to see.
There you go. He can hit me. So, but this is what I wanted. This is absolutely where I wanted him to be. Matt really could have got me in a position where he was tailing me, and I had no chance to reverse that position, but it's not what ended up happening.
Right, that's still 3 dice for me first, and with the target lock on there. And I already rolled Vader's, mine, and you rolled 2 evades.
Vader does have a damage on him though, so I'm thinking I got a hit earlier from the A-Wing on that shot or something like that, or some.
That's
where Chewie. Maybe Chewie got a hit that we missed.
Yeah, I don't know. Vader only has 2 hull left, though, it looks like.
Yeah, no, I think it maybe was that with Chewie. I think I might have hit with Chewie when I thought I didn't. Earlier on when Chewie got the shot with the A-Wing near Vader. I think I did get some hits, 2 hits on Vader maybe. So, what happens here is I'm going to take my shot on Vader with the A-Wing and my target lock, and that was it. He killed Vader was the actual point.
I was pretty sure that happened.
Sorry about that, guys. It was just hard to see off the screen, but thanks for watching, and we'll get all that technical stuff fixed, and we'll see you next time.
SummoNerds out.